Hi, I'm Nana Kay, and this is my wacky writer life where I chronicle my journey as I navigate the self-publishing space. So I have obviously been away for a little bit. A lot has happened. One, my ebook was published on December 6th, and that is now available for purchase. You can actually now go ahead and order a copy through my link tree. There's a link on there that you can go to. Whatever book platform suits you best, you can go ahead and order it through there. The paperback copy is slated to come out March 21st. I just got the proof actually about less than a week ago now. And the proof looks great, so that will be available for pre-order soon here too. Likely by the start of 2023, it'll be available for pre-order. And then also I got sick, so I was out of commission for a little over a week. I'm better now, clearly, but I obviously had to take a break from doing anything with my voice. So in the meantime, I've just tried to release out what I can. Some of the things that were just pre-recorded, also just reorganizing myself for the new year and really looking forward to a lot of things that are coming up. But today I wanted to talk about how the copyright process has been. I think that will be helpful for a lot of people who are considering publishing their book. I know that it was a very interesting journey for me. The process actually alternated between interesting, tiring, and irksome at different points. But the great news is that my copyright certificate for Shades Drawn Back did come a couple of weeks ago now. So I have the official copyrights to my work, which helps protect not only my poetry content in the book, but also the artwork that I did for the book as well. For those of you who don't know, I did the cover, I did the internal design, all of that was done by me. So I'm very proud of that, and I wanted to protect that as well. Obviously, I can only speak on behalf of my experience with the U.S. Copyrights Office. It takes typically 6 to 8 weeks for you to get the copyright certificate after you file. In some cases, it can take upwards to a few months even, but I'm lucky that I got it in about a month's time. During this turbulent journey, I learned that it all comes down to what you want to do with your work. That ultimately determines which routes you want to take as far as the copyrights go. As a good faith rule, by virtue of simply putting out an original work into the world, you have the copyrights technically. We could call it good faith copyrights. Now, if you make your original work free to access, you don't have to file a copyright claim through the Copyrights Office. You can, but that process does come with a price tag of $100 plus. And depending on the type of work you submit, it can run higher than a projected $100. So just be aware of that. It might not be worth it if you're going to put something out there for free. However, if your goal is to publish with the hopes of selling or distributing that work, it'd be a great idea to add those protections by officially registering that copyright to have an effective case if someone does try to steal your work. That way you can have at least an official claim to protect it. Now, when I went to the U.S. Copyrights Office website and began reading through it, I'm not gonna lie, I went through about 5 stages of petrification. I didn't know how to proceed. I didn't want to mess up. While there were guides and videos, it was a lot of information, and it's not very intuitive, unfortunately. I realized that it may have been worth paying a bit more to just get help submitting it, because in all honesty, like if you make a mistake on the application, the Copyrights Office can reject it and you wouldn't get a refund of what you paid. So you'd have to submit a brand new application and pay for that submission. And I wasn't going to risk that and not know if I was dotting my I's and crossing my T's at the same time. So I did a little digging, and that's when I discovered LegalZoom. And no, this is not an ad or sponsorship. I'm not doing any sort of partnership with them. I'm just offering this as a possible direction to explore. It's what I did. I did find them to be cost effective, even though I was paying for their service. Just full transparency, I paid close to $200 for everything for them to file for me on my behalf. So if you're self-publishing, especially for the first time, I'd recommend getting guidance, either professionally or for someone who you know who's been through that process. If you're going through a publishing agency, luckily they take care of that headache and you don't have to worry about that, but just something to keep in mind for self-publishing. There is a little bit more of a process. Overall, I'm at least glad to know the process now rather than later, so I know what routes I can take moving forward, but hopefully this information helps you on your journey as well.